started learning that essay written by Dalai Lama. The title of the essay is, that the quest for happiness. In this, Dalai Lama tells us three factors which are needed to get happiness in life. The first chapter, wealth, we have discussed, and even we have discussed all those benefits and limitations of wealth. Now come to that second factor, that is health. According to Dalai Lama, health is a source of well-being or happiness. With health, good health, human being can be happy. So, as most of us have experienced this fact that if we have pain in body or discomfort, that time we can't maintain positive attitude. It is difficult for us to be happy in such situations. So he says that, Dalai Lama says that looking after our physical health is very important. Taking care of health is very important thing. So for that, what can be done? We must eat good things. We sleep well. We should take some exercise also. So if we fall ill, that time we need to consult a very good doctor in that case, and we should follow the treatment of the doctor, the prescribed treatment of the doctor. So this is obvious, we should have this much to keep our health in good condition. Then he tries to discuss one more fact regarding this health. See, according to him, the health is not just related with the physical matter or body, but health means that mental and emotional condition of human being also. It's in addition to body. If we neglect our mental and emotional factors, this can also be that harmful thing for our health. So now it is clear for us that health means not just the health of body, but it is that health of mind also. So if you consider this fact, you will remain happy in your life. So we should not do mistake with this now. If you say something regarding health, definitely you need to uh, consider the fact that health means not just that body, but it is of mentality, emotion, mind also, heart also. So see, so there is no necessary or direct link between enjoying good physical health and being happy. So sometimes you will be happy, but that times it is not necessary that your physical health is good. So you may have some pain in your body, still you can be happy, or vice versa. Suppose your body is fit, but there can be some emotional uh, insecurity or some bad feeling in your mind. That time there will not be happiness. So this is how there is no direct link between health and being happy. After all, it is not possible for someone with a healthy, strong body to be unhappy. So this is how very opposite he has discussed. In fact, it is quite common. So, and it is not equally possible for someone in poor, even very poor health, nonetheless to be happy. So happiness is not directly proportionate to the health. So you can have sometimes that happiness with health and health with happiness. So in addition to this, here we can see some discussion about, see, he says that sometimes the person who is old person and his body is weak, he can be happy. So always the old person cannot be unhappy, definitely. So here he says that physical health certainly contributes to human happiness. Of course, so many times with physical health you get happiness. Definitely the contribution is very positive contribution of that human health, but it is not the ultimate source. So every time it is not possible. Few times there A few times there may be the situation where you cannot be happy even though you have that health. So in addition to that health, you require something more to that condition, that is, see, state of mind. Outlook means your attitude, your motivation, your level of warm heartedness means your nice behavior or lovely behavior with others. So this is how, in addition to health, you require these three four things to be happy in life, to be healthy in life. So this is how that second factor he discussed. And comparatively there is less discussion of health than the wealth. So here comes the third factor, that is friendship. So here Dalai Lama says, now let us consider friendship, the third factor which can bring happiness in our life. Certainly having a close circle of friends, people with whom we can pass time and share experience, is important. So he says that friends are required things in life. We should have friends, we should keep friends. So here he says we are social animals, we want relationships. So it is very important to be happy in life to have friends, according to Dalai Lama. But we should be careful while getting genuine friends, real friends, he says. Some friends can be very fickle friends, weak friends, which can be just superficial friends, or who cannot be the real friends. And these friends cannot bring happiness to our life, which are not true friends in our life. So there is no doubt that human society, money, social standing, appearance bring them a great deal of attention. So suppose you have money, you have social standing, good status, you have good outlook, that time people come to you and they have friendship with you. And in this way you will not get true friends. These friends will be attracted towards you due to your money, status and good looks. And when you will not have these things, suppose your fortune decline in future, you will not have these things with you, and that time definitely these friends will leave you and they will go away from you. And this will be the dangerous situation. They will disappear certainly from your life, according to the Dalai Lama. So how to get good friends, true friends in our life? He tells us the solution for this problem. It is clearly the case that genuine friendship can only be based on trust and affection. So first of all, try to have some people with you with whom you have that relationship of affection and trust from both the side, from mutual sense of concern and respect. You can get good friends. So what are the things which are required to get true friends? Now we can enlist these things: trust, mutual trust, then mutual affection. Okay, mutual sense of concern means taking care of each other, giving respect to each other. So the feelings of trust and loving, kindness, these things are important to get true friends. Okay, so with counteract feelings, when you act you get reaction. So when you do love somebody, when you take care of other person, definitely the same reaction can come from that person. So you can get two friends out of that. Do not come from mere external presence of others. So or from outer appearance of friendship. So don't guess that this person is good to me because he just is there with me, and he makes show of that he is taking care of you. So this is not actually the true friendship. So that the good friendship that comes from within. Okay, so ultimate source of true friendship is from heart. It is from inside, and that is not just that making show off and on surface level. So true friendship means what, and what does it require? He has given us the example here. During his visit to Spain, he came across one monk, and he means observed that monk, means Dharma Guru, who had spent 5 years living as a hermit behind his that monastery. See, in Spain he had this experience. There he met one person who was there as a monk, and he observed this fellow, and with this observation he told this experience. The monk I have had spent 5 years living as a hermit behind his monastery, meditating on love. So Dalai Lama noticed that the depth of feeling in the monk's eyes was revealed more through his eyes than his words. This example reveals warm heartedness which connects one to another, although one is alone. According to Dalai Lama, an inner affection, concern, and warm heartedness toward others is the only alternative to human isolation. See, if you are lonely, that time the only thing that can help you, that is love of your true friend. So he says that if you want to get happiness in your life, the only thing can help you, that is true friend and love of that person, true love of that person. So in last paragraph of this essay, we can see here Dalai Lama stresses on that inner expression of love through eyes. And here we have an example of someone who lived alone but felt no loneliness, he says. For whom does Dalai Lama write this line? It is for that monk. Because the monk was living a lonely life, but he has that love for others. And through his eyes, he expressed that thing. So he says that briefly. In this essay, Dalai Lama looks at sources of happiness and valued by human beings. These sources are wealth, health, and friendship. Now we know that. But he concludes that these sources, followed incorrectly, are unable to provide eternal happiness to human beings. So, wealth we need in some proportionate amount. Then health is again with health we need that mental sound mental condition, good emotions and all. And for friends also we need true friends, which is who have that love in their bosom or in their heart. So here we need such type of factors to get real happiness. So his teachings in this essay on happiness are very valuable for us and relevant to our lives. So let us stop here. So we can prepare this essay for